We're all weather weenies, which is a fond way of saying we're people who love the weather.
What's neat about our group, I think, is that all our biologists, even they work on very different models. You know, some that work on, for example, cell fusion and stem cells, some that work on C. elegans and division, some that work on why do stem cells differentiate to why breast cancer progresses. They all have one thing in common. They all want to look at a dynamic process that's cell-based in real time and watch that in the least invasive way possible, all without the cell knowing we're there. And that's our dream.
Currently, we can begin to look at how infections spread in the Petri dish, kind of a pandemic in the Petri dish. And what you visualize is one cell initially getting infected, and then later, as the infection spreads, other cells being infected.
Professor Yin believes it may be possible to harness the virus and its genetic machinery to treat and perhaps eventually cure disease. The staff at Loci doesn't build microscopes and then go looking for researchers to use them. They look for novel research projects and build microscopes to obtain the necessary images. SIM scientists are combining their own custom-designed software with the incoming satellite data to create new early warning systems.
Pretty much any kind of weather satellite data that's available throughout the world comes into this building.
On each microscope, beams from special long wavelength lasers interact with dye molecules in the cell called fluorophores that absorb the incoming laser and glow a different wavelength in response.
So we're trying to unify ways biologists, physical scientists work together. They bring different cultures, different ways of working, different assumptions.
But instead, you can think of us more as an infrastructure where we bring in collaborations that include people that have problems from computer science, from engineering, and others with the biologists trying to figure out how to do this.
One strategy is to explore using viruses to kill cancer cells without killing healthy cells. So one might be able to exploit the difference between healthy cells that can communicate distress and change their susceptibility to infection, and cancer cells that in some cases cannot communicate.
So for example, once a thunderstorm gets going, radars can find them and they can track them very well. But what we really need to know is where are they going to occur. And so we're developing new ways of simulating future satellites on how they can predict where the thunderstorms are going to initiate.